Hey everybody, I'm Zach and I like movies, and I'm here to tell you, to encourage you to watch the new horror movie out this week called Obsession. It is a debut feature from one Curry Barker. He is the latest in the now growing line of filmmakers who made the jump from YouTube to movies. We get a lot of those lately, and they've been doing some impressive work here and there. And there's been crazy great buzz around this. This kind of came out basically from nowhere. There was some like festival buzz and stuff. But as far as like a wide distribution release, this was like literally just like kind of dropped out of nowhere. Blumhouse picked it up, which was surprising. This kind of has the feel of like one of those A20. This almost could have been like an A24 joint, but I really do think it's probably best to go in as blind as possible. But you really should kind of. I feel like you do kind of need to know what you're getting into. So it's about this guy named Bear. Named Bear. It's Bear. His name's Baron, but everybody calls him Bear. And he's kind of he's kind of the prototypical nice guy. He's he's insecure and but he's like he's nervous about opening himself up because he has this crush on one of his friends, Nikki, and he just can't get it out. But he's like been. He really tries. It's not like he's like it's not like he's a bad friend, but he's like, he's like he gets in his own way a lot. But he like takes this thing, this kind of this little break stick, like you called a one wish willow. Just like you break the stick, you get one wish, and then. And it's this kind of be careful what you wish for thing, this monkey's paw scenario where he wishes Nikki will love him more than anybody in the whole world, and then it almost immediately turns into this like obsessive she becomes like very possessive and obsessed with Baron, and it's let me tell you guys, this movie is incredible. Like, I genuinely cannot believe that a movie like a debut feature out of nowhere came together like this. And this guy's only 26 too, which is absolutely incredible. Like, this movie is such a just nauseating sit, and it's so demented and just so mean-spirited too. I think is I've seen a lot of talk about especially a lot of the performances in this bit, but honestly the kind of excitement I feel about Obsession reminds me of when Hereditary first dropped. Like everybody was talking about that, and it kind of became sort of the baseline standard to meet especially in that era of like the 2010s era of elevated horror. But Obsession has it's like digging into like the discomfort of this situation. Like the person you love, the person that you love is like way more, is like just utterly just infatuated and obsessed with you, but like to really dark places. And I was not expecting the places this thing went. Like, well, you could kind of see where things go, but the way that it gets there is so crazy. And I especially love the way that it really just was so quick that the turn felt so when I sort of realized what was happening, I was expecting a kind of slow burn escalation of like, okay, everything's fine, everything's cool. Well, okay, now we're getting a little weird. Now it's uncomfortable. It went from weird to kind of uncomfortable. Now it's scary and it's threatening. But no, immediately, like he breaks the stick and Nikki is like just standing there, like just very ominously. This movie has this movie has such great use of shadows that I have seen in a minute. It does make such wonderful use of the barely lit environments. Like it does my favorite thing that I love in horror movies, where you're looking at like the side of the you're looking at the opposite side of the room, and then you see somebody standing in the corner, and you're just like, no, hell no, don't want this. But But and the way the way that Barker just forces you to sit and just utterly ache in this discomfort is so delicious. Something that's really great about it, and like and what's so great about this movie, I think, is that this movie, in all of its nastiness, all of the surprising humor that it has, and it can be very funny at times, it never ever once lets Bear off the hook. This is a movie about a guy, where a guy just like frivolously frivolously overlooks the personhood and interiority of a woman, and then takes that to a dark place, and just always constantly like reminds him and shows him to his face that what he's doing is wrong. It's like this, like I said earlier, it's not a slow escalation. You immediately can tell that something is off. When Nick, Nikki, they drop when it happens, he drops Nikki at her place, and then like he breaks the willow, and she basically goads him in, and he's sort of put off by it, but he's also, hey, she's talking to me, she's into me now, and then you get glimpses where Nikki just freaks out, she's not being kind of horror movie possessed or something like that. She's it's like you see a flash of what Nikki actually is like. She's horrified by this. It is very because she's kind of stuck in a Get Out situation where it's, and you see glimpses of it. You probably could argue that we needed more of her, of seeing what is up with her. But I think the way that it does so clearly frame that she is suffering under this, and that the way that Bear constantly chooses to be selfish about it, many times, it never once lets go of the fact that what Bear is doing to Nikki is violating, and he constantly chooses to be selfish every chance. Even when he tries to, he calls the number on the back of the box, and it's a real number that you can actually call. Apparently, he try to free her from it. He tries to just, can I just tweak it? Because he constantly is just he doesn't want to he's not thinking about Nikki. He's thinking about himself and his own feelings, because Bear is selfish, and he is also obsessed. He's obsessed in his own way with Nikki, and the movie so cleverly frames him in the wrong every time. And the guy playing Bear is really good in this, but oh my god, Inde Navarrette playing Nikki. Holy crap! Wow. I really feel honest to God, seeing her in this feels like I'm witnessing a star in the making. She genuinely is so incredible in this. She should be in the same conversation as we have with many female performances in horror of the last several years. Whether it's Amy Madigan in Weapons, Demi Moore in The Substance, Nell Tiger Free in the First Omen, and I've seen a lot of comparisons to Isabel Adjani in Possession, which the way that she's so the way this role is so physically demanding, the way it's so vocally taxing. My God, she has an incredible scream. The way that she yells, the way that she just sort of. She has just as a great scream. She has a great the way she cries, and the way it's so uncomfortable and also scary too. My God, like I said, when she stands in the corner, oh my God, the way that she smiles, the way she uses her face too is so marvelous. There's this great shot where holds on her just having this really just forced from ear to ear smile. I'll just all sugary sweet, and it's just lingering. Oh, this is not natural. This is not okay. And it's we're seeing glimpses of the real Nikki, and the way that it's, oh my god, and even then it even still gets some really twisted laughs out of this too. Like there's a really uncomfortable scene where they go to a party, and oh my god, you just know something super not okay is gonna happen. Something's gonna go wrong. But their friends are just playing this game, and then everyone's super creeped out by freaky Nikki, and she like stands up and he's like play the game, like there's some play the game, and he's like, oh kiss the girl on your left, and it's like one of his friends, and she like, you hear her stand up off camera, and then it cuts to her making this frown that not only creeped me out, but I was howling. Oh my god. It was so funny, and just and oh my god, it keeps getting worse from there. And like the way that this movie really, and I mean really, escalates in the third act is so, again, it's so demented, so wild, so just genuinely terrifying, but oh my god, but also my god, it's fun. It's so mean. Like this actually reminds, it feels like he might have taken a cue or two from what the Rocka Boys were doing, and like Talk to Me. It's so brutal and so vicious, and you will leave this theater, you will leave this movie feeling awful. like my god, like it's been like, what is it, like about little over an hour after I got out of the theater, I still feel nauseous just thinking about what happened. Oh, and that final needle drop, my god. Yeah, it's so clever. This feels like a great starter for Barker's career, a great boost to Inde Navarrette. My god, just she really needs to be talked about. Like as far as like best performances of the year go, she is up there. Holy crap. Oh man, this movie will get under your skin, and it's so clever about the way that it talks about the relationships and the insecurity and male insecurity, and how like all Bear had to do was really just try to be more honest with himself, just kind of you needed to put himself out there, and I like it. It's easy to sort of relate to that. It's easy to empathize with that, because like that's hard. Like getting shot down hurts, but the way that he's just constantly so selfish about his choices, it's just this. It turns into this great a cautionary tale about being so considerate of yourself that you don't think about anybody else. Like true love, my parents would tell me this. Loving somebody else means caring for what they need over yourself, and that's something that in the modern day, how people talk about modern dating online is like that, like especially like these fucking incel and manosphere spaces. They're so they're so possessive of women, and it feels like it is directly speaking onto issues like that, but without it ever being so much of it's not taking a soapbox moment. It doesn't invoke the word incel if that puts you off or anything like that. But yeah, it's this really gruesome, really fun movie that I think it really hits a really nice really nice point of discussion to have, and it does it so brilliantly. The way that it's edited, the way it's shot, and the lighting of it all, it really feels like Barker had an absolutely tight grasp on the vision of it all. And oh man, and I think the way that I love the way that it's so on point about how Bear acts, how Bear behaves, and how avoidant he is of the consequences. And that is what horror like this, about what situational horror like this brains up. It's horror is living with the consequences, and the even just the small consequences feel greater, but like where this movie goes, like my God, that feels even way worse. But I'm rambling at this point. I'm just so impressed by this. This was really an absolutely wonderful surprise. This has been a really solid year for horror. You had like Sam Raimi with Send Help. You had the Bone Temple. Hokum just came out not long ago, and yeah, you have this, and yeah, we have another YouTube turned filmmaker with Back Rooms. That's in like a week or two. So yeah, very impressed with this. I would say if I had any like criticisms or nitpicks, I feel like it might be a bit repetitive, because a lot of the moments of you get like Nikki freaking out and like Bear trying to just like either manage it or like just kind of like toss it aside. It kind of feels like, okay, maybe there's like one too many of these scenes here. Maybe we could like trim something around here or there. But like, honest to God, like the effect of like what we got, it's so effective. It's so creepy. Like genuinely, I haven't felt like so genuinely had such a reaction to a horror film like this in a while. My God, So you really should see this while you can. It is. I'm feeling honestly a 9. This movie really knocked my socks off. Can't recommend this enough. You really should watch this. God, imagine this movie being a first date movie. But honestly, you should watch this with like a full crowd who's like just ready to react, to like get rowdy and react to shit. Because like, man, this movie gives you plenty to react to. Like, oh my God, this is. So yeah, that's Obsession. That's what I got, and cannot recommend this enough. Really, really strong movie. Really liked it a lot, and so clever, so sharp. I'm looking forward to what Curry Barker has left in store, and I'll leave it at that. I'm Zach. I like movies. I have a whole lot more movies to watch, and yeah, a lot of movies to watch. Also, I'm gonna try to read the Odyssey, because the Odyssey's coming, and I need to reread that. But anyway, Zach, I like movies. I hope you like movies. Hope you watch Obsession, and take care of yourself out there. And I see you next time.